what Fantastic Services is.
We have like more than 13,000 pages on the website, 2,000 blogs. We help people getting things done at home and making their life easier at home. So you have every area for your competition covered. The only thing you want to care about is, I want to serve the leads I have professionally, and voila. Let me tell you a secret, that it's all about going with the customer to the customer journey, from being frustrated to the job is getting done by someone else in no time and very professionally. External links and internal links, it's all together, like balancing the organic and paid with each other. In so many areas, we are ranking the top 5. The more you go precise, the harder is anyone to compete you.
How the business model works.
We encourage them to say their opinion. You are found everywhere. You're visible, and it's about being heard among the crowd. Okay. Being the first option that comes to the mind and being the first one to be seen, so where else the customer will go. The link loses its health. If your content is being needed continuously, the link will stay alive. 81% of buyers conduct online research before making a purchase. The customers now, they need to be served in a quicker way, in a faster way than before.
Want to attract and convert more leads? Want to learn how digital PR, branding, and SEO can establish and build your brand identity? Welcome to the Market Movers Building Brands and Links with Linkify podcast. We answer these questions and help you ramp up your brand visibility and credibility. Let's cut through the noise and make your business the talk of the town. We're your hosts, Nick and Chris. Let's get this show on the road.
Welcome to Market Movers Podcast. Today we are joined by Hazem Khattab, SEO Manager at Fantastic Services, a home services franchise company. With extensive digital marketing experience, Hazem is here to share insights on marketing strategies for service-based businesses and how Fantastic Services leverages digital channels to grow its franchise network. Welcome, Hazem.
Hello. Welcome, Nick. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you.
Hey, Hazem. Thanks for coming on. It's good to have you on.
Thank you so much.
To kick things off, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself and your background in marketing?
I have 15 years of experience, and I started as a sales executive. In the very beginning, like 12 years ago, I was sales executive. Then I got into marketing through my MBA. Then I got intrigued with the digital marketing, and after this, business development. All of those different things got wrapped together, and here I am, digital marketing manager. And now in Fantastic Services, I am the SEO manager for the website.
Awesome. Okay, so for anybody not familiar, can you give us a breakdown of what Fantastic Services is, what it does, how it works?
Fantastic Services, we are now like in 15 years in the market, and we provide over 36 services related to home and gardening. Everything you need at home, just you have the membership of Fantastic Club and nothing else is needed. You have everything covered, whether you have the locksmith, lock change, repair, everything related to handyman, work at home, cleaning, deep cleaning, also the carpet cleaning, everything related to your garden and landscaping, over 30 plus service you can enjoy, like top-notch service with high-end quality of work being done.
That's awesome. And can you just give us a little breakdown on the business model as well? Because it's a franchise business model, but I think all the services are housed on the main site. And you also mentioned quite a lot of pages as well.
Yes, we have like more than 13,000 pages on the website. And we have over 2,000 blogs on the website related to how we help people getting things done at home and everything related to their needs at home, like cleaning and tips and tricks to get like the life hacks stuff for making their life easier at home. And this is what all marketing about. For the business model we have is the franchising. We have something called area development franchisees. Just we sell franchise. If you're willing to invest with us, just you come and make the contract with the company for some area, for some services you are licensed to perform and to do. For example, you can get like area like Oaks area in UK, Oxford, and all the boroughs and the cities covered with some services. You get the license. For example, you cover end of tenancy cleaning, carpet cleaning, after builders cleaning, whatever the services you will cover. In some specific areas, you have everything covered of leads. We bring you leads, like potential leads through SEO, through paid ads, even the LSA ads, which is the kind of ads you make to get calls, and you pay only when you get customers. And for the SEO, for sure, we give you the organic leads and organic traffic to the pages. We perform like we make local pages that covers the areas, and we rank. And here you have leads, full schedule of requests to fill.
Nice for the franchisee, yeah?
Yes.
So each of the franchisees, they don't have their own site, right? So when they start a new franchise, that's an area that you guys add to your website. You start ranking for that. So they're not. Okay. So I think that's a perfect place to start then. You have a lot of areas you cover and a lot of different services. Let's talk about the strategy for ranking for these different mobile home services keywords.
We play on the local service. Once you play the local SEO, you win it all. It's all about having the specific content with the specific competition, area by area, city by city, borough by borough, covering everything which is needed. Just fulfill the customer's questions, needs locally. So we have, for example, like 650 pages, which we consider like the pages for the ADFs covering some services in Oxford, for example. So we have end of tenancy Oxford. We have after builders cleaners Oxford. So we cover every service, every local competition. For every service, your page as an ADF, like area development franchisee, your local competition in SEO is fully covered through content which is relevant, competitive, even the link building, the guest posting, everything, like as if we are working on SEO in this area only. So you have every area for your competition covered. Even if you want to go through paid services, we have a department in the company covering your ads, Google ads, social media ads, LSA ads, everything is covered. The only thing you want to care about is, I want to serve the leads I have professionally, and we get 5 stars out of 5 stars because, as you know, people buy from people. Now it's not about having ads and having optimization and all these things. Whether you have low rating services, you will not be in the local pack. And let me share a statistic with you. Locally, you know, when you have the mobile SERP results, you have like the 3 options for the Google Maps, the local pack. More than 80% of the visitors of the first page, they are more likely to click on the phone number to get their inquiry served quickly before they click on the pages. So also we cover your local business on Google Maps, getting your listing in the local pack, optimizing it also. Not only the pages, not only the links you build, not only the ads that are on top, also you get your listing on the local pack. So you get more customers who need to be served, and like we said, what we call them hot leads. So we cover it on the maps, we cover it on the ads, we cover it on the local competition, and voila, you have your customers covered. And just you need to fill the schedule of your professionals and get 5 stars. This is what you need to do as an ADF who is willing to invest more with us.
Okay, so in terms of the actual content strategy then, on a local level and also on the main site, how do those two differ, and how are they feeding into each other? And then how are you also targeting those map packs for each local?
Okay, let me tell you a secret that we made. It's like a secret recipe, and we made it was very successful. For example, for the laundry service, we created like a cluster of blogs that are covering all the errors of the washing machines. Like Chris has an LG washing machine, Nick has like for example Bosch washing machine, whatever the brand. We covered all the errors that can be asked about by customers, like when you have an error on your washing machine and so on. We covered all these errors in Evergreen Content on blogs with the very appropriate internal linking, also the guest posting, like all together are pushing like forward. After this, like someone who is willing to check for the error that faced. So with a very smooth content, you get to the page that will tell you how to deal with this error. After this, smoothly, you go to the consideration phase of marketing funnel to considering the laundry service of Fantastic Services and how it's easy to get and the membership and blah, blah, blah. After this, smoothly, you find yourself getting into the third link, driving you to the page of the local service and how fast you will get the affordable price is doing the laundry with fantastic services, then it's easier to get it done with fantastic services faster than and easier than fixing my washing machine now. So it's all about going with the customer to the customer journey. It's not about stuffing keywords. No, it's about the useful content that matters and the quick and short content that is useful to the customer, taking in the customer hand by hand from being frustrated that I'm having my washing machine down to the job is getting done by someone else in no time and very professionally, so I don't need to fix my washing machine.
So how do you find these keywords then? Because this can get, I would imagine, in some of these spaces quite technical, all these different errors. Where are you finding the keywords? And then as far as producing the content, is this the case of having a writing team, or are you extracting that knowledge from your contractors? What's the process there?
We have a very huge SEO team, and my team is divided into 3 sections. The first section is like a whole department for the local service, the local SEO, for the people who are managing the listings, managing more than 200 listings. And I have another team for content creators, the content writers who are, they are putting themselves in the shoes of the customer, feeling what they feel, asking what they ask. And I was very selective when I got to hire those content writing team. And ironically, I have all of the content team are ladies, so they know what to write, they feel the customer. And also they are very talented in the keyword analysis. They make using different tools like Ahrefs and like SEMrush, the usual tools. We make an AI tools also. So we use many tools, plus we make a manual search to see the share of voice and the sentiment of the keywords. It's all about having high MS keyword, high average monthly search on the keyword and using it, and the density and these old-fashioned. No, it's about how to feel the content you're writing. This is what we call the useful content. It's useful because you feel what you write. You're passionate about what you write. You're writing something that currently is an issue in this area. Like in an area in London, we found out that it has been a lot of search about the car key, which is lost inside the car. Many cases, yes. And when we made a guest post about this, like external linking and these things, and some blogs, and working like 360 about the area, we got almost like double of the leads coming for this. It's all about to cover it, to be fast. It's now about how to cover it fast. It's not about doing the normal things. And by the way, now we have the results coming from the AI. Like people now, they get into the application ChatGPT or Gemini. What is the top or the fastest the fastest locksmith or the emergency locksmith, 24 locksmiths, 24/7. And now it's not about also having the first place in the SERP or the top 3 or the top 5. It's about the AI. And the AI, they get the links from the external links, like you are trustworthy, you are trusted by big websites who are providing results because people buy from people. It's not about the rank now. When you are trusted and you have a very well built external links and internal links, it's all together. So you get the results in the ChatGPT too. Like if you search now for what are the top 10 companies for cleaning, you will get fantastic services or fantastic cleaners.
So you think that now people are looking on AI, you think AI is actually pulling those results from looking at backlink profiles. So they're finding some way to say you're linked here on these big publications. We trust those publications. Now we trust these sites because they've been linked from those. So you think securing links from big publications actually impacts
yes.
being recommended by AI?
2 things. The first thing is the communities. The communities like forums for Airbnb cleaners. What is the most trusted professional? I found someone is comment. I found George, and George was very professional. He came from a company called Fantastic Services. Here is their number and the GMP listing like location, and this is the website. Just call them and go for it. So once the customer get our website and get the visit on the website, our role is to have the client get what he needs in 4 to 5 clicks maximum and 2 scrolls maximum.
You've mentioned a couple of times about speed being of essence. Is that speed for the customer that's hitting the website to get the information they want, or is that speed on the actual deliverable of the service?
I meant speed along all the customer journey, since they see our name till getting the service done. For example, first of all, the website is very fast and very mobile friendly and very optimized. The second thing is having what you need without scrolling 10,000 scrolls or having 10,000 pages popping up. No, just 4 clicks, you get what you want. I mean it, 4 clicks. The visit is 30 seconds maximum to get your service booked and your service to be fulfilled. Quickly. Whatever the service, yes, quickly. Like the locksmith, imagine that the locksmith, it's 5 minutes and you lose the lead. 5 minutes, I mean it. That's it. It's about how to be fast for the whole process.
First of all, what percentage of your leads can you attribute to organic? And second question is, are you able to determine where those customers are converting, like be it the map pack or, from which part of the funnel? Yeah.
Yes, we have very strong and complicated tracking. We have Service OS. It's a company owned by Fantastic Services. It's a software company, and they made us a very nice solution to manage the leads. They are very, very professional. They are specialized in tailored solutions for corporate. Just tell them what you need and they will get it done. So they made us a solution for managing the leads called the XRM. And this solution, we are managing our leads and tracking every visit and every click to our website. Imagine every click on the heat map. For example, end of tenancy cleaners in Watford. This phone number can track the leads coming from ads, the leads coming from organic, even the leads coming from social. Everything has its own cookie and everything has its own tracking. So I can tell every URL, the leads coming from every URL, whether those leads are coming from the GMB, the listing, the organic source, or the LSA source. Plus, you know that the LSA has the same phone number of the GMB. So we can differentiate this also, that the leads are coming from the organic on the Google My Business listing from the ads on the Google listing. So it's all about how to track and how to put our best foot forward.
So what kind of breakdown are you seeing then? Can you tell us which platforms are winning, which ones drive the most amount of leads?
For sure, it's the organic. We have, the organic, because we have in our plan. We have a target. You imagine we have a target for each area, for each service that we tell the ADF, okay, you're coming to invest with us. So we are granting this investment to bring back more than what you expect. It's not about spending money. It's not about the ads. Like we have some ADFs and they don't spend money on ads and they have organic leads coming on monthly basis that are covering their professional schedules. And when they want more, they start, okay, we need to play some ads. We need to serve, because as you know, Google needs to be paid too. So when it's like a closed loop. So when you play like ads, and when you target, and I'll tell you something we make, and it's like a secret recipe. When we make the ads targeting some keywords we already worked on like 3 months before organically. So we rank with those keywords and we have advanced positions. When we come to bid on this, and we have some tactics so as to prevent any abusive try from any competitor to abuse our ads, the clicks and these things. And those keywords are already optimized and we rank organically with them. So when we come to bet on ads, we get the price very optimized, and vice versa. When you play in some area and it's new, when you start playing with ads, you get high visibility. So this will push your pages to be viewed and people get customer experience. And since we have a good content, good pieces of content on those pages that are serving the real customer needs and with no stuffing and these things, so we get the exposure we need. After some time, the cost per click is going down and the visibility is going up. So you don't need to spend tons of dollars and pounds on ads, but it's all about like balancing the organic and paid with each other. So this is the push. But we have, if you can say the target number of leads, we can say 80-20. 80% of the leads coming organic, and we play like 80% of the leads coming, 20 to 15% of the leads coming from ads.
And are you doing that for all local franchisees in terms of that seeding the organic and then doing ads, bidding on the keywords. And do you think that's a sort of, you scratch Google's back, it scratches yours in terms of a better cost rate for those ads if you've got some visibility in for those keywords in organic?
It depends on the area. If we are penetrating in the area, like new, we are penetrating this area, or we have already this area and we own it. Like, for example, in Oxford, in Watford, and in so many areas, we are ranking the top 5 because it's 15 years now, and we, as a company, adopted the concept that SEO is not an option from day one. So we have the SEO and we have the website optimized since day one. So you're playing SEO for 15 years now, whether we have updates, storms, Google quakes. So you have the website is locked and loaded and worked on. Like, for example, we have 25K backlinks, for example. This is very strong when you have this, and especially for the top performing pages for you as an ADF, for example. If you will take a specific area, we do the competition analysis, we do the optimization, you care for nothing but scheduling the leads coming to your professionals and get the job well done. That's it. Just you care for this. We care for bringing leads for you. We make the plan for you, and me myself, I make the plan for each ADF separately, locally, service by service, even postcode by postcode, because we have the number of leads coming from every URL, from every postcode. We have it postcode by postcode. Imagine, like, I have like BS1 cleaning leads coming from BS1, the top 5 services like end of tenancy, after builders, oven cleaning. This is in Guildford, for example. So I have the top areas, the top postcodes, service by service, city by city, area by area. The more you go precise, the harder is anyone to compete you.
Do you have any interesting stats on the most used service on like Christmas Day or something?
Yes, we start having like seasonality for some services. For example, we have a lot of oven cleaning and gardening cleaning and Christmas by the end of the year, like Q4 leads, yes, and the window cleaning coming for seasonality. Like some months are very high in window cleaning, so when we see this competition coming 3 months ahead, 3 months before, we start preparing ourselves for this competition, building the links for the pages, because now when you build the backlink, it's only like 3 months and you need another one. It's not like before having the link serving you for 6 months. No, it's like starting from 2 weeks to even a couple of months, and then you need another link. It's about also the domain authority and the toxicity score. It's not about the only link, it's the relevance, having the score of the domain authority of the website plus 40 or 50, and the toxicity score must not be more than 5 to 10. So when you take care of every link you build, for sure this needs a huge team, and we have a huge team. Even in Cairo, we have the SEO team, we have an SEO team in Varna, in Turnovo, we have big SEO team working on that, whether it's local SEO or pages. As I told you, it's about how to care for each page, each local service page.
All right, I want to talk about backlinks, but just real quick, you mentioned 80% of your leads were coming from organic. So I'm curious about within the organic leads, how many of those are coming from like service keywords, like window cleaning, Oxford, something like that, versus like how-to or helpful articles?
Actually, the more coming from near me. Okay. Like it's locksmith near me. It has UK search 120,000 search for UK, and 80% of this amount is from London and the M25, inside the M25.
They're always forgetting their keys, those Londoners.
Yes, people got locked out so much.
They're always in a rush. They just forget their keys, they need a locksmith.
Yes. And we have also the emergency service page. Like we have the service page, which is the locksmith's page, and we have emergency 24/7 locksmiths, where you can chat and get the emergency service. And we have, by the way, a huge team, a huge service experience team who are serving on the leads. So you as an ADF, you don't need to have a call center to manage your own leads. We have a call center and we manage your leads for you. Just you get the lead, serve the lead. No less, no more. So our service experience team, they are very well trained on handling the leads. Yes, and how to even get feedback. We have another team called Brand Keep. Those are the ones who care for the leads after getting the service. So if someone is not satisfied, we care for and we convert this dissatisfied customer to a satisfied one.
Just before Nick gets onto backlinks, I've got one really quick question. It's going to sound like a big question, but just honestly a super quick answer.
Sure.
We all know how important reviews are for the Mac Pack, okay? And you have obviously thousands of local franchisees. I'm curious how the business model works in order to ensure your franchisees are getting 5 stars, and what process you have if they're not. I imagine they don't survive very long if they're not delivering a 5-star service.
2 parts. The first part is that imagine you have a listing with 30,000 reviews. All of them are above 4.5. Do you imagine how strong is this listing? On the other hand, when we have a new one, we care so much for having the 5-star review by 2 things. The first part is that for sure you can't ask the customer, okay, please review me and give me 5 stars. No, we get the customers getting the review in an easy way. Like just get the tap, like sharing with the cards, making it easy for the customer to give the review.
Make it easy.
Yes, so we encourage them to say their opinion because their opinion matters. And by the way, most of our customers are fantastic club members because we want to change the one-off buyer to a lifetime value customer. And here it comes. When you one-off service to a member in Fantastic Club, so you have the reviews every time you get the service done. You get someone checking on you. Is the service good or not? The service experience team is very well trained on this part. So we make sure that each lead and every customer is 100% satisfied, because as you see, whether the reviews on Google listings will affect your presence, or the listing like Trustpilot, we have thousands of reviews on Trustpilot. So those reviews are affecting our results on the ChatGPT listings too. So we have a dedicated team to make sure that the service delivery is perfectly done.
I'm curious what specific niches a membership club would work well for. I mean, obviously it works for you guys because you have all these different services, but within those services, are there any that you think like, this is a good model for independent service providers? You know, if you obviously cleaning, that's the one that comes to mind the most, where people do that a lot. Are there any other niches that you've seen, like these are the ones that people are using over and over again, where you think could be a good fit for other businesses to try out?
You mean away from the niche of cleaning, home and gardening?
Yeah, just what spaces do you see people coming back over and over and using the same service?
I will tell you something, yes, interesting. We started adding the private tutoring to the website. Really? Yes. And we got this service done. I have good experience with the teaching and these stuff, like good experience in this field. So we got an ADF who is covering London for private tutoring. I started in January, and now we're having leads and we're having conversion in London, and the competition for private tutoring in London is like, yes, it's a typical red ocean for private tutors. And we added this, although it seems like away from the niche of cleaning and this, but the clientele you have, the customer we are targeting, is the same. So when we added the service, people started considering having this service, and it was nice. It's all about how to put your best foot forward, covering it with the local SEO and the listing and everything, so you are found everywhere. You're visible, and it's about being heard among the crowd. Okay. Being the first option that comes to the mind and being the first one to be seen. So where else the customer will go?
Start building those map pack reviews up early on, and okay. Let's get to links then, because you've mentioned links a few times. That's obviously what we love. I want to get into your whole link building strategy. I was really intrigued by a point that you made. I don't think we've had anyone come on the show yet who's been quite so clear on link decay as you seem to have stated, that you really do see that. And I imagine that's quite easy for you to identify over so many pages, so many local areas. So I wonder if you could just touch on that first, on what you mean on that power of that link running out over a period of time.
Previously, like years ago or even months ago now, because we have the updates, like on daily basis now. Yes. When you say previous, that means the last month or something.
Yeah.
Now the link can support or boost your page ranking maximum for 2 to 3 months. It depends on the competition, and your competitors are being referred to within the backlinks built on high authority websites. Having your website referred by other domains who have high authority will give you a boost. But we have a lot and tons of content pieces being written now on daily basis. So previously it wasn't like now you have like 2,000 links on some websites for guest posting, for example, and they launch on daily basis around from 1,000 to 2,000 links and pages. It is not like before, many links now. So the link, I love to call it like the link loses its health, the link fatigue. I call it like the artwork fatigue and the content fatigue in the social media ads. It's like the link fatigue. The link starts to fade. Like, okay, I gave you the push for the first page, or gave you the push for some ranks, or even I gave you some exposure for the AI search engines like Gemini and ChatGPT and so on. But the link cannot serve you forever now. It's limited. It's depleted.
So do you think it's that the power of the link stops working, or is the competition building more links? And then also, are you seeing is this the same case across the board? Like if you get a link on like Forbes, does it have the same lifespan of a link on a smaller blog?
As per the last updates of Google and the crazy ones we have, it's about 2 factors. The first one is the evergreen. If your content is being needed continuously, the link will stay alive. For example, like the errors of the washing machines. We get errors all the time. Mm-hmm. So it ranks. Being locked out, forgetting your keys inside the car. So the first factor of the link fatigue is the content. If it's evergreen, it will last on this technical part. Okay. The other factor is the health of the website itself. If they are not adopting an abusive method of creating links and publishing content unrelated to each other, abusing this, after some time, the health of the website itself will fail. But let me tell you that I have a link I created on the last January for the locksmiths, and it's still alive and still pushing and giving.
How are you measuring that? How are you determining that link's still active, let's say?
When you search with the keyword, you are on the first page. And when you search for the keyword, you find yourself in the results of the AI. So it's serving you. It's still serving you. The content is evergreen, and the website is referring to you is very optimized. They are taking good care of the content they provide. They are not abusing building links every now and then for unrelevant and irrelevant stuff. No, they have their niche. They are useful. They are useful to the user. It's all about being useful to the customer. It's no longer about stuffing keywords and having 10,000 links. One link to like the homepage we used to get, like every homepage you need 40 links indexed and in a good health to serve the homepage. Let me tell you that if they are not healthy and they are not useful in content, they will not serve you, even if they are indexed. Okay. It's all about having the content green and the website you're building on.
Okay, so you're finding that more seasonable terms, those are the ones you need to go a couple months before you need to go build new links. Mm-hmm. They just need that refresher.
Yes.
All right, so what are the different strategies you guys are using to acquire links?
To acquire links, it's whether we have exchange, because the website health is good. So we exchange the links, for example, like having an article about something on our website, and the other CNN, for example, and BBC, we have articles on there, like they are writing about us. And also the Harrow, it's help report. Yes, the Harrow, we have this. It's very helpful since we are providing a useful content and they are asking for useful content. So that's a big match. Like we are having the same objective and we are on the same ground. It's again, I know I'm repeating it, but it's all about the useful content. What is needed now? It's what is needed right now. What is being asked about right now? The fast you are covering this gap, this is why I call the topic gap. It's not about the backlink gap or the keyword gap. The gap here is about filling the needs of the people who are asking about this. Imagine that in Q2 this year, people also ask, the part of people also ask in the SERP results for 2 to 3 months, it determined the pages that we're ranking the first page. If you're covering those and you're getting into a featured snippet for people also ask and covering the LSI, you're ranking.
Do you give equal weight to like branded anchor homepage links via the likes of digital PR, or are you focusing more strongly on inner page links from like guest post exchanges? Are you using vendors to fulfill those links, or are you just utilizing your own in-house team? Where does your focus lie?
We have our in-house team covering this. We have an outreach PR team dedicated for this only and writing articles for this only. Those are different from the content writers. We have a team for everything inside the company. Specialty comes first. So our outreach team, who are the ones who are taking care of this part, filling the requests for, even it's a topic that we need to write about, or a topic that we need to exchange the links like BBC or CNN or those big websites. For the homepage, we built like previously good links. We don't build like a lot of links for the homepage now because the website is like a giant, but we care more for the local competition. We care for the local content, the people who are seeking a deep cleaning in a borough inside the OX area are different from the people who are asking for the locksmith in Wembley, for example, or Wimbledon. So the more you play, and you have to know where are the most customers asking. When you have the AMS for a word like locksmith Fulham inside London, which is around 2,000 searches. It's a local search, and you know that you have around 2,000 people searching for the locksmith on a monthly basis in this area, and it's inside London. While you can find in Wembley or Wimbledon, it's 50 or 70. So you have to know where those leads are and the searches are. Once you rank, you get the top 5, the top 3, the local pack in the listing. You're covering this part, you will get it all.
Okay, and you mentioned something before we started recording about buyer intent that I thought was really interesting.
Yes.
We're coming towards the end of our time here. So to wrap up, why don't you tell us about that? You had some really interesting insight into the changing of buyer intent.
Yes, the changing of buyer intent. And now we have, for example, 81% of buyers conduct online research before making a purchase. So it's not about logging on and searching and doing it and get it. No, I want my best buy. So 81% of the people are searching for making the research before buying. So do you know what they search for? They search for the testimonials, they compare, and they get the Q&A section. That's why the FAQ in every local page is the secret. One of the secrets to get your local page ranking is fulfilling the Q&A section in a local base. Imagine that you're serving like 600 areas. So you will have 600 different Q&As. So this is part of to be covered. Yes. And another number, like 57% of the customers, the purchase is completed before they visit your website. So all you need to fulfill is around 40% with a good user experience, with a fast customer journey. And for the content, mentioning the washing machine stuff, 47% of customers view 3 to 5 pieces of content before engaging a sale with your website.
Even for local home services?
Yes.
That's surprising.
You have to get like 3 to 5 pieces of content, whether it's small, but it have to be useful, just to get the layers of the funnel fulfilled with the customer, taking it hand by hand. And for example, it's the personalized experience also. Since we are playing locally, we have it personalized for each area, and this also is served by the internal linking. 80% of the customers are more likely to purchase when the brand offers personalized experience. You know this, like when you have a personalized experience, that has a huge impact on that. And we are operating also in the UK market and other markets. We have Australia, we have it covered. We have, like a couple of months ago, we covered also New Zealand, and we have Hungary, we have the US, we have many markets but we are famous for the UK because it's the market while we are started. Also, I would like to share with you some statistics related to content in shaping the buyer intent. Like sharing statistics for this, for example, 72% of marketers say content marketing increases engagement of the number of the people. And like HubSpot, when they said that the content they provide got them more customers buying their system and their CRM and these things, because no one knew about them unless they made the academy and the content, and that's it. I'll tell you something very interesting, which is companies that blog see 97%, they get more people to their websites. Like when you have a blog, so it's increases the probability of having the customer by 97%, and this is insane.
Yeah, you also touched upon that's all fascinating, but you also said something really interesting just before we came on about how leads had increased and conversions had decreased. Can you just tell us about that stat just to wrap up, and why that happened and how you plan to fix it, or not fix it but address it?
You mean having the trust and reviews impacting the intent?
No, I think you said before we came on that you had an increase in leads, but a decrease in conversions. Is that correct?
Yes. When we found out that the change of the buyer intent, it was related to the time they are served. Like the last year, people used to be served, for example, for the carpet cleaning. When you feel, okay, I will schedule someone to come and clean my carpet. For example, I need it to be cleaned as soon as possible. For example, your garden or after a barbecue party. And you say, okay, we will send you the professional tomorrow, as usual. And suddenly you get your order canceled. Why? So after some research, we discovered that the customers now, they need to be served in a quicker way, in a faster way than before. So be fast, or someone else will take the lead, even it is like booked and everything. Like they booked an appointment, they can cancel it through the canceling policy, and it's okay. But I need to be served fast.
Do you think that's changed?
They changed their minds. Yes, they changed their mind.
But do you think that's because the competition was up in their speed, and therefore that's changed
yes.
the
Be fast or be the last. That's it. Yes.
It's perfect. All right, Hazem, I think this is the perfect place to wrap up. So where can we send people to find out more about you, to connect with you?
Where? You mean?
Yeah, where do you hang out?
We haven't. Yes, for LinkedIn for sure. I have good presence on LinkedIn and my website, but I'm changing some stuff on the website. So when you log in the website, you will find it like my picture, and it says under maintenance. For some updates, it's hazemkhattab.net, and my LinkedIn profile. You have my LinkedIn profile.
We can link that in the show notes.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, Hazem, it's been absolutely fantastic. I think it's going to be like a couple of stat-based posts when this goes live. But yeah, thank you so much for being on.
Thanks so much. Thank you. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Nick. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
3, 2, 1, yeah.
And that wraps up this episode of Market Movers, Building Brands and Links with Linkify. Big thanks to our parent company, Linkify, the wizards behind turning ambitious businesses into standout brands. Hit up our website at linkify.io and take the first steps towards brand greatness. Big shout out to Fame for making this podcast possible. Thanks for listening, folks. Stick around for more insights in our next episode. Catch you later.